Hi friends, welcome to Aishudiy. Today we are going to see how to make a pearl necklace with a zigzag pattern. So I have made some. So let's learn how to make this. So the materials that are needed for this project is some pearl beads. I have taken freshwater pearls in this color, and you can take rice pearls, round pearls. These are uneven pearls, so you can take anything. Um, whichever is available to you, you can use those. So these are some which I made with rice pearls and some small daisy spacer beads and in a gold finish. So depending upon the finish and the size of the beads, the pattern will look different, but the same technique is followed, but the look will be different, completely different from this. So I have used some 2 by 3 millimeter rice pearls, freshwater pearls, and some daisy spacers. So these were the things that I used for this strap. So I'm thinking to have this as a pendant. um, so let's see how we can make this first. And then tool wise, you need 3 for full tools, I would say. um, Chain nose pliers, wire cutters, nylon jaw pliers, round nose pliers, and then yeah, that's about it. So I have some 1-inch head pins here. So if you have a longer head pin, you can cut them to 1-inch size, because as you have seen the sample, um, I am not using any daisy spacers here, so it's just going to be the pearls lined like that. So this is the distance I want. I don't want more distance, otherwise I think it won't look that good. So I have some 1-inch head pins. You can use any head pins, and you can add 2 pearls if your head pins is long and you want to make a longer zigzag pattern, you can do that. So these head pins are, I think, 24 gauge. I'm not so sure. These are silver plated head pins, and some are really uneven. So you can take your nylon jaw pliers and straighten your wire out before you can work, because we want the zigzag pattern to look really nice. And if you don't straighten your wire right now, um, then the zigzag pattern won't look very nice. So that's important that you straighten out your wire before you start your zigzag pattern. So I have straightened out a few, and now I can put these things aside. So first thing to do is, I have already started this, so I'm gonna continue working with that. But while starting also, it is the same. All you need to do is take your head pins, insert your pearl beads or whichever braid, crystal, glass beads, any bead you want. The first thing, you would just make a loop, bent like little less than 1/4 inch. I'm making really small loops because I don't want my loops to be very big, so I'm making really tiny loops. So this much is enough for me. I'm just eyeballing it. If you want to measure, I would say this one is like a little, like 1/2 centimeter. And now you can take your round nose pliers, and then you can make the loop. I want the loop to be completely closed. I'm making small loop as possible. So once you do that, you take the next head pin, insert the next bead in it, And all you will do is you will insert this headpin inside the loop that you created with your first one, like that, and now make a loop. So this is how I started making this strip, and I have achieved this much. So now I'm going to continue doing the same right here. So I'm gonna take my head pin, insert a pearl bead. I would like to put my work down so that I know exactly my zigzag pattern is nice and straight and it's not wobbly and doesn't get confused by which direction you have to go and stuff like that. So I insert my pearl bead and I put it inside the loop here, and all I do is take my round nose pliers, bend it to 90-degree angle, and just twist the wire. Now I have a perfect closed loop. Now I take the next head pin, insert a pearl. Now I will go from this side. So it's a zigzag pattern. Now I take my round nose pliers, bend it to a 90-degree angle, and then roll it to its off. I want the loop to be closed, so I make sure I come with my pliers and make sure the loop is closed. And now it's so straightforward. All you need to do is, so it's coming this side, now it's turn for the right side, so it comes like this, and then you make a loop. Straighten your loop out. If the loop is open, which it is, go ahead and use your flat nose pliers to actually close the loop. If it is not closed, it's okay to come in and do it once more. Continue the same thing again and again. So now my head pins is facing this side, so I'm going in this side. So it just alternates. Make sure the loop is closed. Sometimes it's possible that the loop won't be closed and we will kind of forget it. Okay. Now, even if it's down, you put it back down again, and then you will know for sure what you're doing and which direction you're going. So just put it flat back down, and then you'll see the pattern unveiling itself in front of you. So this zigzag pattern is here. Now I have to go like this. Doesn't matter which way. We will keep on doing this until we come to the end. You need to make sure that before you make the loop, just put the head pin inside the previous loop that you made last time. That's the only thing you need to remember. And then making a loop is a repetitive process. It's a basic loop. If you just know how to make a basic loop, then you can make this necklace very easily. So I have used ball head pins. There is no need and necessity that everybody has to use ball head pins. It's just a decorative element since I'm not using any daisies, and it looks really nice to have some kind of a metal thing, except for the wire in the design. Just adds more interest. And I am not forgetting to straighten my wire before I work the design. So there you go, one more, and you just have to worry about the last bead that you have put on into the necklace. The others, don't worry about it, even if it is all over the place. Once you're done, if you just hold it on the top like horizontal, I mean vertically, then it will fall in its place. The design will fall in its place. Excuse me. So now, if you can see, there's a small gap in this loop, so I'm just tightening that, going again in a zigzag pattern. You can make this as a bracelet, as a necklace, or as a pendant, or as earrings. Very, very pretty earrings. So you can use one bead, or you can use as many beads as you want until the loop. That is also fine. The design pattern is totally up to you, and it's very customizable. The design is very forgiving. You can have like million different types of the zigzag pattern possible. Just want to make sure the loop is completely closed. That's the only thing you need to make sure. So this round nose pliers has a really thin nose. The regular round nose pliers that I use as a thicker nose. I want this loop to be as thin as possible, so I don't want a bigger loop. That's the reason I'm using um, this round nose pliers. The one, this one, the beetle on one has a little bit thicker than this, so I prefer this for this project. So you can actually mark the place where you're making a loop with, so that every loop of yours is consistent. I do mark sometimes, but generally I eyeball it. But when you're new to jewelry, it's always a good practice to mark your pliers where the loop is. You want the loop to be with a sharpie, so that you have a consistent loop size as you go ahead with the project. So I am at my last pearl. So now we will see how to add a closure to this necklace. So this is my necklace, and I will add a jump ring and a lobster claw clasp to my you can actually add a jump ring here. I do have this 8 figure that I made with the 20 gauge wire, so I'm using this. You can add just a jump ring. I added the lobster claw clasp to one end of this loop, and to this other end of the loop I'm gonna add it here, right above the pearl, the last pearl that I added, and then close the loop nice and tight. So this is one end of my necklace, and the other end we have this teeny tiny loop. So all you need to do is open that loop and attach your, I have a closed jump ring. It's 8mm in size. It is nice and decorated at one side and plain on the other side. So I'm just adding that to my design, and I wonder if whether this, yes, there you go. And then close the loop nice and tight, and voila, we are done. So that's the necklace. There you have it, folks. You don't have to worry because it's all zigzaggy pattern. All you need to do is follow this, and there you go. Just you twist it with your fingers, and then it's done. This is how the necklace will look like when you're done, but don't worry about it. When you hold it like vertically around your neck, it will form a nice zigzag pattern for you, and it'll be perfect. So if you like this video, subscribe to my channel and hit the like button, and so that you'll get informed whenever I upload another video. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.